Some big changes at Rogers Communications after a failed attempt to replace the CEO last month. For more on that, let's go to Tyler Orton from Business in Vancouver. Good morning, Tyler. This is a bit of a mess, and it's a family affair.
Yeah, it feels like an episode of Succession right now with the board of Rogers Communications voting to oust Chairman Edward Rogers. Now, the board even includes his own mother, two of his sisters, and that comes after a failed attempt to get rid of CEO Joe Natale and replace him with the chief financial officer. This comes amid Rogers Communications' efforts to acquire Shaw Communications for $26 billion, but the company needs to raise $20 billion to complete the deal. Booting Joe Natale, it would have signaled disarray within the company for the potential financial backers. And it doesn't end there. Edward Rogers is now seeking to replace 5 of the board's directors after he was booted from being chairman to just a director himself. And this move puts into question the Shaw acquisition as well. That's why it matters to average Canadians. It's becoming increasingly possible. More competition will remain in the market, and that's always better for consumer prices.
Tyler, I understand that some of this information was actually realized through a pocket dial. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I'm going to give full credit to a Globe and Mail that reported on that. They had multiple sources as well. It's just kind of like one of those situations where you kind of cringe at how this is all unfolded.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's move on because Facebook's thinking about changing its name. It's also dealing with some losses this week. Tell us about this one.
Yeah, well, Facebook, they might put everything under a single umbrella with regards to WhatsApp, Instagram, all of this falling under a single company's name. And, well, investor response has been rather muted. It's not really been pushing up their shares. And I think it's time for them to maybe think of kind of a bit of a refresh. We had the whistleblower complaints for the company. I don't know. It's so embedded within kind of pop culture at this point. I don't know if it's going to shake things up that much for the company, but it does seem as if some sort of refresh is going to be needed for the company at this point.
A great reminder to lock your cell phones when you put it in your pocket. Tyler Orton, Business in Vancouver. Have a good weekend, sir.
Thanks so much, Paul.